Welcome to Musty Millennials. A, B, up, down, left, right, start, select. Life was simple with Game Boy. Tetris, Paperboy, Double Dragon, Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah, that was the good stuff. Speaking of the good stuff, let's send it over to our hosts. Here they are, Gina and Kyle.
I knew the topic and didn't know where you were going with that. That was like A, B. I was like, is he short-circuiting? I didn't know. And then I realized he was talking about the buttons.
By the way, Short Circuit, great movie from the 80s.
Is it? I don't know it.
I don't know it.
See,
Number 5 alive.
He throws in the references that are too old for my blood.
For us youngins.
Wait, ready? I'm Gina. Hi.
I'm Kyle.
Oh, that was pretty
Brandon.
good.
Good
Okay,
job.
we did it. I didn't even interrupt you that time.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel really good about this one. I think
Game
Boy
had a Game Boy.
You know what I didn't...
Girls, boys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Game girls, Game boys.
Well, is it one or two words?
One.
Two.
It's 2. I
Really?
thought it was 1
I
as
thought
well.
it was 1 too until I started researching.
When I researched, I was like, it was 2?
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
So we're doing Game Boy today.
Yes.
What is your quiz about? Like what they're playing?
Maybe. We'll see.
You could give me like the high level.
No, definitely not. I can't give you one little hint.
You're so serious about the quiz.
Yeah, because I play by the rules.
The last quiz we just did, you crushed though. Last episode?
Oh, yeah.
You did really good.
I did
so
a good
I have
job.
a lot to live up to.
I know, but I don't have as many questions as you. Yours was more fruitful of a topic.
Yes, you had a lot more shots on goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay.
I'm basically Gretzky.
Does he have a lot of shots on goal?
Nice.
Hard to say. I just know that he's really good at hockey.
Brandon
He
twitched
was, yeah.
because he feels like Gretzky gets the limelight, but it's really Lemieux.
Oh,
Wow,
get
you
it.
One of those.
remembered. Thank
I mean-
you.
I mean, he said it enough.
I mean, that one I know. That one and Sidney Crosby, but we won't go there because we get in fights about how much I think he's a little crybaby.
Oh,
And
okay.
Brandon gets like seriously mad. See?
He just signed.
The sigh is real.
So dramatic.
I know. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So Kyle, what made you feel old this week?
I don't know if you watched Sex and the City when it originally came out.
No, I was like a later binger.
Well, it just came back out on one of the streaming platforms. I believe it's Netflix. And people were posting about it. And all these young people were like, this is a period piece. I was like, this is
period
like
piece?
the Victorian era?
Yeah,
I
like,
was like, that's
how can you
insane. But
even
people were
say
posting
that?
about it like this is like history. I was like, that's modern. Like,
I
it's not
mean-
modern, but like, it's not archaic in a way that it should be regarded as a relic just yet.
What period is it?
The 90s.
You know, I
That's
saw
why they were, all
something-
these young people were posting about it like, oh, it's such a period piece. Like, is it? It's Sex and the City.
That's so
The themes
stupid.
still kind of ring true, although they're all a little bit...
dated.
Yes.
Because it's a period piece.
No, but they're like, I think the themes of dating in New York, no one dates like they do in New York, but the themes of what they deal with are just like silly and to me in my head, like kind of timeless. Like,
Yeah.
it's just women dating in New York City.
Well, I saw this meme the other day, which rang true to me, which said, I'm essentially frozen in 2000. So like 30 years ago is still 1970.
Absolutely.
Like when you do the math.
Yes. Well,
But
I
if you
said that recently. You guys tore me apart.
Really?
And I said the 70s weren't that long ago. And yeah.
Well,
I can't
in
remember what it
reality,
was.
but I'm just saying, like, when you hear 1970s, you're like, oh, about 30 years ago.
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
But add another 25.
Exactly. It's
Which
50
is
years ago.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is when you look at it where you're like, oh, 1994, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Whoa.
In 30 years, it's like 2054, which is just like
I thought he was
thinking
gonna
about
say, in 30 years, it's 60 years.
I was going to say, even I know that math, Brandon.
No, but I'm saying like in
Yes.
2054 seems so far Jetsons,
far
like
away.
so far away.
Like,
Yeah, that's
1994
true. But
seems closer.
The 94 blizzard was yesterday.
Oh, the 94 blizzard, it ruined my birthday.
Oh.
It was great sledding, though.
Great
sledding.
sledding.
So back to my point, though, is it kind of was a long time ago, so it almost is a period
It was,
piece.
but when I saw them say period piece, I imagined people in like corsets and
The Victorian era.
no lights in the streets.
Right,
and it
right.
was just like, it was just so stark that it's like, not yet should we be calling it that.
It's kind of how I feel about, which is not the same at all, but when you watch The Bachelor, they're so much younger than me now. It's like
Yes.
I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not my peers.
Right.
They're like my little sister, but even younger.
Yes, and the things that they talk about, I can't relate to anymore.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same
that
thing.
made me
Like
feel old.
I working in sports. I used to be the same age as the athletes or younger.
Yes.
So like it was like more. I was like, we're on the
Oh,
same
that's a good
level.
point.
Yes.
And now I'm like working with these athletes. They're looking at me, and I'm like, he probably thinks I'm an old man.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm
That's
15
weird.
years older than this like
That's
$100
weird.
million quarterback.
right.
Ugh, they have good lives, huh?
Yeah.
Sure do.
Until they like murder
Flame out.
someone.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was thinking
just
Aaron
thinking their
Hernandez.
career ends.
Well, no, I was just thinking they. Yeah, I took that a dark way, but my point was they're so young with all this money that they do bad things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Murder is the extreme.
Yes.
I
Aaron
would say
Hernandez,
yes. That's the
CTE.
extreme.
There's
Yeah.
a lot.
There's a lot.
Talk about a good podcast, The Gladiator. Check it out.
Boston
Yeah.
Globe. Yeah.
Yes,
Is it
I
the Boston Globe?
Yeah, it's the Boston Globe.
Oh,
It
so
was such a
good.
good podcast.
Want to hear what made me feel old?
I do.
This actually is a crazy thing because it happened on the actual day that the photo was taken, which I'll come back to.
Okay.
But the other day,
I feel like you speak in riddles sometimes.
I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger, fuckers.
Always. It's like she has
It's
to like
like
dance
Yoda.
around.
I'm
Yeah.
telling
what's
you a
happening.
story.
I know you're take
I'm gonna
us on
start
a
with.
ride.
I'm gonna start with the
I'm
end,
gonna start
and
with
then
the
I'm
photo
gonna go
that's gonna
back.
reference at a later point, so remember the photo.
No, the photo is the key.
Okay.
Okay?
Right
Okay.
to the riddle.
So let me get to the point, you jerks. Charlotte didn't recognize me in the photo. It was from our rehearsal day. And she was like, Mommy, who is that? And I was like, me.
Like-
and she was like, no, it's not. And she was fighting me about it because I'm so old and disgusting that when,
Aw, that's not true.
No, you're
you know
not.
what I
You're
mean?
a beauty.
Relative to what I looked like that day, which I was at my thinnest, my blondest hair. Like everything was just like done
Yes.
to the
And
best.
let's put it into perspective. You thought you were fat then.
No, not that day.
That
No,
day
you
I
were
looked-
you were
that day I was-
stunning.
That day I looked
You were
snatched.
stunning.
No,
that
I mean,
day, yeah.
if you don't look good at your wedding, you never look good.
It was your rehearsal dinner.
No pressure.
It was
Kyle.
my rehearsal dinner. But what's funny about that? So it makes me feel really old. The fact that she literally
recognize
cannot
you.
recognize me.
And she
then when
lives with you.
She lives with me. And then when I explained to her it was me, she was very.
She was like, "It's
defiant.
not, though,
She's
Mom."
like, "No, Mommy, this picture.
Yeah,
No,
I know what
that
picture
is
you're
me.
talking about."
Just wait till you go through puberty and get a little doughy, okay?" So. Because I was a stick too at one point. What's funny about that? Now, can I go back to the beginning of my riddle? So on that day, Brandon's friend Gunnar, shout out Gunnar Fox, gave me a hug at the church because we hadn't hung out, 2 times before that?
Yeah,
So it's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
we met that many times, but my hair was lighter and I had lost weight. And he was like, "Nice to meet you." And I assumed he was joking. And I was like, "Come here, you silly goose." And gave him a hug. And then after he admitted to me, even in that moment, I carried on. But after he admitted to me that he thought that I was must have been a sister.
Yes.
Because he couldn't recognize me. So it almost let Charlotte off the hook a little bit because I must have
You
just
so didn't look like
I was
yourself.
so tan. I was so skinny. For me,
Yes.
I was not
Not
myself.
for you. You were just a skinny person.
It made me feel really bad.
I think it's so funny that Charlotte doubled down. It was
Double
like,
down.
You're wrong.
She's like, "Mom, come on, you idiot. That's not
I'm
you."
I'm not buying this.
Correct. It was
That ain't you.
it was a real wake up call that I've
sweet,
come a
sweet
long
Charlotte.
way in the wrong old direction. All right, Brandon, what made you feel old?
So we were at a 4th birthday party. Shout out Will DeBetta. Happy 4th birthday. And our kids would not get out of the trampoline. And the trampoline was enclosed in netting. So to get the kids out,
Safe.
Dad had to go in and get them. So I go up this little plastic ladder. I feel the ladder collapsing under my feet. Not made for adults. I go inside. As soon as I get through the netting all awkwardly, my sunglasses get knocked off my head. I stumble on the trampoline. All the kids are looking at me. I felt like a drunk Godzilla walking through there. Gina's watching me. I hear some
I was
dad.
just so mad at them. I just couldn't believe that they were not
the kids
listening.
then think it's a joke. I hear a bunch of dads that are a couple beers in yelling, "Dunk the ball." So I'm like, shit. So I grab the ball. I dunk the ball.
He made
whatever.
it, thank God.
Thank God I made it and didn't spray an ankle or something. And then I get the kids out. I come down and Gina's mad. I'm mad. We're putting shoes on them. I am so out of breath and exhausted from just hopping around on this
walking
trip.
in the
Sit
trampoline.
down.
I had to sit down. I grabbed a water on the way out. I'm
He's
sweating walking to the
he
car.
Literally, he didn't just grab a water. He looked around like a rabid animal and was like, "Are there water bottles here?" And I'm like, "Are you okay?"
No, he's not
And
okay.
then I pointed because they were across the way, but he couldn't wait, so he saw another cooler and threw the top off, and it was just a bunch of wines. I'm like, as I mentioned, they're over there. Would you like like me to get you one, you savage beast.
it was an 80-degree day, but I was sweating.
We were in the shade. It wasn't that crazy.
I was hot.
It
Bouncing
also-
around
yeah.
there.
I mean, I couldn't have done it, so I really can't make fun
So
of
that's
him.
what made me feel old.
You should. That was bad.
I mean, being on a trampoline or
trampoline's a lot
the
of work.
bounce house.
But there was
I went in with
there was
the
a
kids.
million young kids, and it was. I felt like Will Ferrell in Old School when he gets the dart and he's like dragging the
Yes.
tablecloth off the
Oh,
table.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I just felt like
just
that.
like no control of his
No
body.
control. The kids are all running around laughing at me. I'm like, oh god, this sucks.
You can't look cool on a trampoline. As
The
an
bounce
adult.
house you guys went in the other day, and you guys look winded.
No, I went in for 3 seconds. And I
Chloe
was like, I
did
have
pretty
to get out
good.
of
Our
here.
friend Chloe did
What is
pretty good.
happening to us?
You're
No.
just out of shape. It's pretty
It
simple.
sucks. I get in bed, everything cracks. Get out
Yeah.
of bed, can't walk.
Yeah.
My calves, it takes a full 30 minutes for them to loosen up. You know, like
Honestly, but are you like working out still?
yes.
So you shouldn't be like that.
I mean, I do yoga.
Yoga and Pilates.
Yeah.
Pilates is good.
So what are we gonna
I go
feel like
spinning.
after we dance for hours at your wedding? The next
Ooh.
morning, are we not gonna be able to get up?
No, we'll be fine.
I won't be.
I'm gonna be so fucked up it won't matter.
Yeah.
Because I'll have been
Oh, post
incubating
baby,
this baby for so long.
Yes.
Yeah, you're ready to
I
go.
hope I don't embarrass myself. But you
You
know
will.
what?
I hope you do.
At your wedding with your family, I feel like it's a safe place.
It's definitely a safe place.
They know me in my best, so
Yes.
they can see me at my worst.
Yeah.
so
absolutely.
before we get into Game Boy,
Yeah.
Wonder Wave.
Wonder Weave.
They're back.
We support them. They support us.
Great.
Wonderweave.app. This podcast is happily sponsored by Wonderweave, where each story is a doorway to a child's imagination. Wonderweave is an innovative app that crafts custom tales for your child with text, vivid images, and audio narration, all powered by the magic of AI. Proudly woman-owned, Wonderweave champions creativity and learning, transforming screen time into an interactive journey. Just picture your little one, eyes wide with wonder as they explore stories where they're the star, brought to life through your own voice, thanks to the app's unique voice cloning feature. Every parent wishes to leave a mark in their child's heart, and Wonderweave lets you do just that. Whether it's before bed or on the go, your voice can be the comforting guide through enchanted worlds and spirited adventures. So why wait? Embark on this captivating voyage with your child. Visit wonderweave.app now to start your free trial and create lasting memories one magical story at a time. Wonderweave, bringing families closer with every word.
Okay, should we get into Game Boy?
I would love to.
Yes.
Whew, I took a deep breath because I got a lot of notes, but I'm going to try to get us there in a succinct way.
Okay.
I feel like I ask you this every time, but I'm just going to let you take a stab. When do you think the Game Boy was released?
1997.
What do you think?
That was way earlier than that. 88.
Close. 89, the year we were born. No, you
I
were
was
born
born
in
in
88.
88.
The year I was born.
Yeah.
What a special time.
But it was the first day. It's like you say 89 like you own it. Like
I know.
You barely
Well,
were
I
in
do because
89.
I am the first day.
Yeah.
You were
So
you were
it's my
trying
year.
you were trying to escape the
The
womb
war?
the womb
Oh,
in 88.
Yeah.
yeah. I just was a little
You just
stubborn.
missed it.
Yeah. So anyway, it was released the year I was born, and it was basically conceived by one of their like really famous engineers at Nintendo. So he was like going in his shop and trying to figure out what's the next thing. And it first released in Japan in 89, but in April, and then in America in July. So not long after, and then Europe not till September of 90. So Europe didn't get the benefit of this quite as quickly as us. It was like the first, what are they called? Like handheld
Yes.
system. So it was like super revolutionary and similar to many things that we've talked about. They did a bundle where it comes with something installed.
Ugh.
Hell yeah.
Like fucking you two. What do you think? What was the game that was installed?
Tetris.
How the fuck did you know that?
Because I remember it. That's like the only game I played. And guess what? I
it was
have
on his
the-
computer. He's such a
No,
cheater.
no. Tetris was the jam.
Okay, so Tetris obviously is a very addictive game. So that was the ploy. They installed it, and the thing about Tetris is it appeals to kids and adults because
Yes,
it's like a puzzle
totally.
game, and so they thought that this was going to be the thing that like got people
Jazzed
signed
about
up.
it, yeah.
So I think that this is the thing, is to just like package your shit with something else that people already want when you launch a new product.
Yeah.
and then
I didn't want
put
U2,
it in
though.
the hand. No, I think it's the opposite. U2 got the benefit of the iPhone, not the other way around.
Absolutely.
Just thought that was interesting that we've seen this many,
Any
many
excuse
times.
to take a shot at U2. Keep going.
Correct. I just hate U2. Why do I
hate U2.
hate them so much?
I don't know.
Okay.
I hear they're very nice people, but it's fine.
Are they though?
I don't know. I think U2 or like Bono like supports charity or something.
Does he?
I don't know.
Is he short? He looks short to
He
me.
looks short.
I don't know. He just grosses me out.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, there was like a lot of versions of the Game Boy. Do you remember any of the versions? Not versions. Versions.
Not specifically.
Do you remember any, Brandon?
No, I'm just listening to the Tetris theme song right now.
Okay, cool,
Okay.
cool. You let us know when
you
you're
want
back.
to join us. Let us know when you care to be back with us.
Okay, so I think that the first one I had was this, the Game Boy Pocket. It was like a lighter version than the original Game Boy. And it was like kind of like the clear color. Do you remember?
Oh, yes.
It was like you could see through
You could see
it.
through it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think that was my first one. This research tells me that it took AAA batteries instead of AA because it was the little mini.
Yeah, but I hate AAA batteries.
So I also saw a really weird conflicting stat. One stat said it was powered by 4 AA batteries that provided approximately 10 to 12 hours of gameplay, which is not that much.
Nope.
Okay. And then the other stat, if I can find it, said it basically had 30 hours of gameplay, and that's why it was such an incredible invention, because you could take it on the road for so long.
Well, the first one sounds it's like they're just qualifying how long batteries last, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
I have the same batteries in my freaking TV remote for, I don't know, years.
Yeah, that's a good point. Sometimes they even blow up with that white
Goo.
foam.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So the original Game Boy required 4 AA batteries, which
That's
could be
a lot of
quite
batteries.
costly for frequent gamers. Although the device did have a good battery life, that doesn't say how long. Somewhere else, I will find it. It said the ongoing cost of batteries was a point of contention for some users and parents.
Wow.
What a thing to get riled up about.
But maybe what it was powering was burning it out. Like 4 AA batteries, like
Yeah, that's a lot of batteries.
it's a lot of batteries. So
But
you
think
have to
about
be, like,
what it's
playing
doing.
hard.
Yeah, but when you get going on a Game Boy.
Right.
Think about in the car. Okay.
That's
wait,
where it was
someone,
most prevalent.
yeah.
That's where
Someone
you
said
played.
this to me. I actually think it was Chris Omlish. He's getting featured now 2 episodes in a row. He said to me, which I forgot until he said it, and then I distinctly remember it. You had to play when you were on the highways when you would go under the street lights because it didn't light up.
Yeah, it
You had to
didn't light
wait
up,
for the
yes.
street lights.
At night?
So like if you were playing Mario, you had to like wait before you jumped to the next thing
Yes.
because could
You needed to
lose.
see.
Yes.
And because if you turned on the light in the car, did your parents tell you this? It was illegal?
It was illegal. Still to this day, I feel like it's
I believe
illegal.
that.
Is it
and I
illegal?
don't. It's not.
No, it's
That's
just
something
annoying.
that it's like the teachers union in the 7-Up game.
Yeah.
Every parent in America belonged to the same group.
Club.
Where you tell you, it's
We told
not
our
illegal.
kids that. They wanted to turn the light on at night. And I was like, no, you can't. It's illegal. So
But
we're
see,
passing it down.
Brandon
Yes.
told it to them because he still thought it was true.
That's true.
Yes.
Did you know? This is like so stupid, but I learned this once and I had been driving for so long and didn't know this. If your windshield wipers are on, your lights have to be on.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
See? It probably happens anyway, but it's not always dark when it's raining.
But yeah, it's probably auto now, but back in the day,
Oh, yeah, true. I never put my lights on.
no, because everything's auto. Like once it hits a
Right.
certain I
Light.
was gonna say
No,
temperature.
that's real though. That's not the light thing in the car. That's
No, I
actually-
know. I'm just
oh,
saying
okay.
that's another weird
Yeah.
like driving rule that I
Yes.
never knew actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other like iterations of it. So the Game Boy Pocket was 1996. In 1998 they did the Game Boy Color, which we were talking
Yes.
about. But that also included a color screen. So it was a huge upgrade from
Yes.
that
Big
like
change.
monochrome display. But what was cool is it had compatibility with original games. So it wasn't like the iPhone today where every time you get a new one, they like change the design.
Yes.
Nothing works.
Yes, the buttons are still the same.
Yeah, they're like taking care of their loyalist fans.
Yes.
You can come along on this journey.
Exactly. You don't have to relearn anything.
Exactly. And you can use your games that you've fallen in love with.
Yes.
Then in 2001, which I don't think I ever had this one, was the Game Boy Advance.
I don't think
Did you ever have that, Brandon?
No.
So this one is just like a larger, fuller screen, and it has the horizontal design.
Oh yeah, with the 2 handles on the side.
You're thinking of the DS, I think.
Oh,
Or
I
the
am thinking of the DS or the Switch.
or something. That's like the current one. But
Yeah.
so I don't remember this one. And then there was a Game Boy Advance SP, which finally had the front lit screen. No, a front lit backlit screen is what I'm thinking of. What is a front lit screen?
I have no idea.
No, I'm not sure.
Does it have a little thing that comes
Maybe
out like a
book light? That's literally what I was just thinking about.
Yeah.
Do you remember how cool the book lights were?
Yeah,
I
obviously.
loved a book light. And then sometimes when you go to a hotel, they still have them and it like
Yeah.
brings
Yeah.
me back.
A lot of hotels do. There's
What is
little-
a front lit screen?
I don't know, but on my Game Boy, it was always in the car. But I remember it was really cool when they had a magnifier that you would clip on to the front. So when you're like sitting, you wouldn't have to like have it close to your face. It would like magnify it and make everything bigger. I didn't know that. And it would clip onto the front of the Game Boy. Yeah.
That's really cool.
So there was some like controversy around what the Game Boy would do to you, essentially from like a mental health, but also like your eyesight. There was like all these things that people worried about because it was a new thing. So I'll get there. But first,
those worries are out the window now, huh?
I mean,
have way bigger worries about what you're looking at.
But at the time, this was the thing.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to make you guess. I'll just tell you. They sold over 118 million units of the Game Boy.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's so many people.
That's so many people.
That stat, though, makes it one of the best-selling gaming systems, not just handheld, just gaming systems of all time.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
The Game Boy was so popular.
It was so popular and so functional.
And because it was mobile.
But it was such a small screen with such limited quality. Yeah.
But it's in the gaming
But the mobile, to your point, that it's like the first mobile version of that time. Did you get one for the clubhouse?
No.
Okay.
I can work on it, though.
But like, why didn't we keep our Game Boy? We probably sold it in a garage sale for like $10.
Yeah.
We could have just held on to it.
Seriously.
Oh, here are some fun facts. Oh, I found the battery life thing. So this one says the original Game Boy's battery life was one of the standout features that could run for up to 30 hours. That's a long time.
That makes sense to me, though.
Sounds like Chat GPT's a little confused.
I don't remember changing the batteries like a psychopath.
Yeah, I think, okay.
I think it's frequency of play. Like if you're rocking it all day, or like in the car for 8 hours.
Yeah.
That would be a different issue.
Well, do you remember the other thing that they came out with was there was like a link, like a cable where you could link up and play your friend. So you and your brother could play each other in the car.
Yeah.
That must have killed battery.
Yeah.
Double time.
I remember it. I don't remember actually.
It's like multiplayer game.
Doing it.
You know when that got huge was the Pokemon game. Because you'd be looking for Pokemon together. Do you remember that?
I never was into Pokemon.
Are you kidding me?
No, I wasn't.
My brother was. I was not.
I loved
My
Pokemon.
brother was into it.
The cards, the games.
My sister
even
was
like
I had them, but like I didn't.
Do you remember when it came out recently on phones?
Mobile.
And people were like jumping around in the street.
They were getting hit by cars and stuff.
That was Pokemon Go, wasn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. It's such a long-standing franchise.
Yes.
There's not much that like comes around like that.
Well, my nephew loves it.
That's 30 years later.
And Tom, like my brother, knows what he's talking about when he's like Jigglypuff.
Yeah, I
like,
collected them.
Yeah.
There was TV shows. Like they had everything.
No,
but
there's still a TV show.
The Game Boy, it was one of it. It might have been the most popular game on Game Boy, but don't quote me on that.
Tetris had to be.
Tetris was definitely up there. Actually, I think there was like a top 4 that I have.
Ninja Turtles was elite on that.
That might be in the list.
I texted my brother and said, "What do you remember about Game Boy?" And he was like, "Tetris and Ninja Turtles."
Well, I bet he didn't remember this. Apparently, there was a Game Boy camera and printer.
What?
Isn't that weird?
What rich little kid was getting the printer?
It's stupid. But no, it allowed users to take low-resolution black and white photos, which could then be printed on thermal paper using the printer. Why would you ever do that? Don't you dare gulp that loud in my face. They're drinking.
Yeah, because you don't let us have drinks.
Okay, I have more weird facts. Do you want to hear them?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Can I just tell her that was empty?
Yeah, it was empty.
Oh my God. You guys are like bullies.
We're bullies? That's fucking rich coming from you.
You want to do this?
You have bullied me about everything.
That's Rich from Biff over here.
You asked for it today. There is a Game Boy that survived a bombing during the Gulf War that is still on display at the Nintendo World Store in New York. So despite severe damage, it still works and continues to play Tetris.
Wow. New York City?
Bombing.
We should go see it.
We should go see it. We should pot on the road. We've said this a couple times.
Well,
but
we're
this
already going on the Oregon Trail.
Well, and this one's doable because it's like just a jump and a skip.
Sure.
So that's number one. The other thing that I think is cool is that it went into space. So the Game Boy made its way into space with some Russian astronaut that I can't pronounce in 1993.
Vladimir.
And what game did he play in space?
Tetris.
Wow. Here's the popular games. So some of the most popular and iconic games included Pokemon Red and Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one that you didn't get. Well, Super Mario Land.
Yeah.
That was one I played.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's another one that's like really stands out to you?
Double Dragon.
I played it so much. Zelda.
Oh, Zelda.
Oh, I didn't play
The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I
Zelda?
only played Mario on my thing.
I think Zelda, Pokemon, and Mario.
I don't remember having a ton of games for it.
Well, you had the cartridges.
Yeah. Oh,
Switching
clicking
up.
those cartridges in the
It
back was
so satisfying.
hit a spot.
Game Boy was the first handheld, but then it started the trend.
Yeah.
But then I don't remember any of these. So they came out with Sega Game Gear. I don't remember that. The
Sounds
Atari
like it
Lynx.
has
Oh,
a
yeah.
backpack, Sega Gear.
Yeah,
I remember
and the
Game
Atari
Gear.
Lynx. Did you ever like Atari? That was like from our parents.
That
Yeah.
was pre.
Why are they trying to get in this
Nintendo?
game?
Yeah.
Get out of here. And then modern smartphones obviously turned into portable game design. So
Yeah,
it
but
was
it's
like
not the
the
same.
original. No, it was the original. The anniversary. So for the 30th anniversary of Game Boy in 2019, people came together and like created homebrewed games and like showcased.
Homebrewed games?
I don't really know what that means, but they
Like, they
created them in
made
their
their own
basement.
games?
Yeah. They were like trying to show that the legacy of Game Boy lives on. I think that's pretty beautiful.
Absolutely, it is.
It touched your heart.
Yeah, I
Gamers
commend
today are still like making games for Game Boy that doesn't exist anymore.
Game Boy doesn't exist anymore.
No, it went away. Discontinuation. The Game Boy was gradually phased out. Oh, as Nintendo DS. That was the one I was
Yep.
saying. There's DS and Switch in 2004.
Whoa.
So, but there's a couple things you can still do.
Okay.
If you want to hear. Well, first, the health concerns. So I was saying people were like all
Yep.
freaked out about it, which is, to your point, Brandon, so funny because we have so many more fucking issues with the screens now.
Yeah.
But with early video game consoles, as with others, but particularly this one, there were concerns about like the health impacts of playing for extended periods of time.
Yes.
What does it do about your eyes? What about headaches, strain? Like
I
they
love
thought you were
that
going to
that
like...
was a concern then, and we still have that concern now, and like no one's really done
We're
anything
only
about it.
advancing the technology
We're
to
just
hurt us more.
we're just still concerned about it.
Yeah, no one's doing anything about
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Like I guess
agree.
monitor screen time, like that's the advice. But still, I think it's funny that it's been a concern, and like what has changed. We
know
just
what?
keep creating game consoles for them to still have this issue.
with way more pixelated graphics.
Yes, and
So
bright
it's
lights
even
on your
worse.
little retinas.
Yes. Well, I was actually talking to someone yesterday and she was showing me something on her phone and she pulled up Instagram to show me a picture of someone and there was like a big warning and she times herself and it locks her out. I mean, she can bypass it.
Right,
But it's like
obviously.
you've been on Instagram for X amount of time. Isn't that smart?
Yes.
I need to do that on TikTok. I need them to kick me out.
Yeah.
Because you could doom
You can do it on your
scroll-
phone in general,
Yeah, I think I need
as
that.
like you using it
I need to be policed.
besides calls. You know what I mean?
I need to be policed.
Well,
I can't
same.
stop.
Like when I'm bored now too, which actually pisses me off when I'm like doing nothing and my reflex is to grab my phone. I don't even want it.
I know.
Like it's just like I start scrolling and I don't realize what I'm doing, or you go to look at the time and you end up in Instagram.
Well,
Like that shit happens to me all the time, and then I
You,
put
like,
my phone
black
down.
out?
I put my phone down. I'm like, what fucking time is it? I literally
Well,
just picked up my phone
so,
for that.
but even like when I put it away to go, like we'll try to have dinner and like sometimes not even very frequently, but I'll be like, okay, I'm not bringing my phone to the table.
Yeah.
We'll sit down and then we'll be like, oh, you know what? We're out of bananas. I'm like, let me add it to the grocery list.
Yes.
I'm like, fuck, I need my phone
I
to
need my-
literally do anything.
I know.
Or it's like, hey, can you look up da-da-da? I'm like, I can't because I
No.
don't have my phone.
Right.
But you just assume that like everything you do is intertwined with it.
Yes.
So like this Game Boy shit was
nothing.
no big deal.
It was small potatoes.
Small potatoes is right.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought was funny is that Mortal Kombat was like faced all this criticism for being too violent. Meanwhile, our son watches Ninja Turtles right now and they are so violent. And I'm like, he's so young, but I still don't turn it off. But Mortal Kombat was the big issue.
Yes.
They needed
I
it
did
to
have
tone down.
I did have Mortal Kombat.
It was good.
I do remember that. Yeah.
I think that Mortal Kombat, all the fighter games were good.
Yeah.
Double
Meanwhile,
Dragon.
they progressed to like Halo, which is like so realistic
yeah.
in terms of like
Yeah.
killing people.
Or like Call of Duty.
Mortal Kombat was not a problem.
What's the one where you'd like walk around and you drag pimps out of cars and you beat them up and
Oh,
stuff?
that was the best game.
What was it?
Yeah.
Fuck,
They
I
were
can't remember.
pimps.
They
And-
were pimps.
and strippers.
And strippers. What game was it? Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto.
yeah.
Yes, I almost said Street Fighter. That's definitely not
No,
right.
different.
The other thing is that it was giving people like epileptic seizures.
No.
Yeah, but how is that possible? It was like bright lights like coming in and out.
I don't
would give
remember it
people
being that
seizures.
bright.
I don't either. But I guess if you
I
have
remember
a
it being like
risk of a seizure-
green.
Yeah.
The light,
Like the
right?
light was not bright.
It felt like
It was like a
playing
night
Tetris.
light.
It was like green. Like it
Yeah.
was a greenish hue.
Yeah, it was green. I think that's right. Well, and the basic, like the original, it kind of went with green. It was like a grayish.
Yeah, it was like a grayish
Yeah.
green
It
kind
like
of vibe.
went nice together.
Yes.
Like a cinder
Green
block.
and like my pink Game Boy doesn't go as nice.
No.
You know what I mean?
I had a purple Game Boy.
You had
Yeah,
a
I was
purple?
gonna say what
Yeah.
colors. I just had the OG, the gray.
I think
one.
I had a
Yeah.
see-through purple one. That one that you could
the
see the
see-through one was
insides.
super cool.
But that must have not been my first one. I feel
No, it
like that's
couldn't
too
have been.
cool for my
Yeah.
first one. I think I had a regular one.
You had to have because
And
the
it was
gray ones. It was
puffier.
all gray forever.
Yeah, until they did all these other things.
Yeah, until they like launched the color line.
Yes, I agree. Also, I think it's funny that Tetris is like all over this shit, and then they got sued because basically before they secured the rights to distribute it on Game Boy, they were like there was like major legal battles. So like the thing that made it cool actually was super controversial, and I don't even know if they had the rights to do it.
Oh, like Tetris
It was like
was
different
owned by
versions of Tetris.
Yeah.
So it was like it basically like locked them out of Tetris for a bit, so they couldn't release it. And then finally it was like whatever version. But I don't even remember what version was on the Game Boy. I don't think I played Tetris on
Oh my
it.
god.
I didn't play Tetris on there. I
played
played Tetris
so-
on my Nokia.
On computer.
Or
No,
on your
but on the
computer.
real computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much Tetris.
Yeah, and Tetris is
Like
like
I can still see the
Snake.
shapes and the blocks and the
simple.
long
Yes,
lines.
simple.
Yeah.
And Tetris is fun because you're like in control. Like it's not a
Yes.
game of luck.
No,
It is truly a
which is
puzzle
why it's
game.
like a fun strategy game, which is smart for kids.
That's what, but also adults.
Yes.
That's why it's brilliant.
I would remember when the batteries would get low and it would get a little laggy, and you
Yes.
try to slide the
Yes.
long piece over down this. You built this massive gorge for that long green piece to drop in, and my gosh, it wouldn't do it.
It wouldn't do it.
It would get stuck.
Yeah, if the battery got slow, that was funny though, is that it can't function the same once the battery's low.
yeah.
Like
and
now everything functions until it dies.
It's like
then
it's-
it would like there was a noticeable difference when your battery.
Yeah, it was
dying.
like getting old and like trying to get out of bed.
yes,
Like
you could,
us.
Yes, it was so relatable.
It must have been in its 30s to 40s, you know? That's really funny. So I obviously misspoke before because the research fucking sucks on this podcast. It was discontinued in 2008.
Please keep listening.
2008 Game Boy. That makes more sense because
Yeah.
2003 seemed early.
So all of the subsequent like Game Boy Color, all the ones I said, everything's been discontinued.
Whoa,
So the last one that was living was Game Boy Micro, which I never even heard of.
like this.
Yeah, it must be little. Well, it's like they kept going big, small, big, small, big, small.
Right.
It's like every time that the bigger screen was like kind of dying down, they would like do a mini.
Well, because you think like the big one's inconvenient to carry around. So then they would like overcorrect and make it even smaller. And then you're like, this fucking screen sucks.
Yes.
Overcorrect. Let's make it even bigger.
Well, and then
it was
you
like,
got kids with magnifying glasses. So
right.
that-
right. Then you
It's
got,
like-
you got the Mim brothers over here.
Totally. So they don't even know what's up or down.
No.
Oh, so you know what was 2004? This is why I got confused. The Nintendo DS was introduced in 2004, which is their successor, but they weren't totally gone at
Okay,
that
I
point.
see, I
so they
see.
were like kind of overlapping
phasing
for
it
a
out,
little
yeah.
bit. Yes. And
You
so
have to
we'll
make
be-
sure this DS is going to catch.
True. I mean, they
Before
need
you
to
discontinue
That's
anything.
that's the right business move.
Right.
Not a blunder like
Not a fucking blunder like the Milkman's.
Blockbuster. Fucking Milkman son. So what we have today is the Nintendo Switch. That was the one I was talking
Yes.
about. So do you know what that is?
I don't.
I think it's that like really wide
The one with the
white
buttons on the
one
side,
with
right?
on the side. Yeah, it's like, but it's really long. I feel like
Yes, I
or
agree with that.
might be the DS, but it doesn't support like native Game Boy games. So we've completely moved away from anything that
I love
supports.
that you called it native.
I mean, that's what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the Switch.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
it was white.
Well, it can be.
But that is what I thought it was. Yeah, so it's like a wide screen, buttons on the side.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not ergonomically friendly.
I'm practicing, and it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. There are some retro collectors. So this is what I said I was going to come back to.
Okay.
There is like a strong following still of the Game Boy. So we could
course
probably
there
go out
is.
there and try to find one. But the thing is, it would be actually very expensive. So there are some, like the Game Boy, original Game Boy units and games are highly collectible.
Ours doesn't have to work, though. That's the key.
True. They do have refurbished ones
Yeah.
like on the scene. Oh, homebrew. It shows up again. So there is an active homebrew community, which means that people are still in their basements creating Game Boy games for that like community of collectors. It's like a cult. I think
Yeah.
this
Should I
is great
say it?
for us.
What?
Losers.
No. I might get in there.
I don't think that you should.
Why?
I think you have a lot on your plate right now.
You have to create a game.
Well, I'm going to be on maternity leave.
So you're going to create a Game Boy game.
No.
Where do you start?
Oh, you mean the guys creating the
home
losers?
brews.
I just meant the collectors.
The home bruisers.
No,
I want
not the collectors.
bruisers.
The
I want to
bruisers.
collect them.
Game Boys.
I want a Game Boy with Pokemon.
Okay. Okay.
To be clear,
We'll see if we can
to
make
be
that
really
happen for you.
specific. Last thing, and then I'll be done on Game Boy. There's still so much nostalgia that there's like anniversary parties and stuff still about
What's
Game
their
Boy.
anniversary?
So don't ask me those hard questions.
I'm sorry, but we should pour one out for them.
Well, I told you it came in April in Japan, July here, somewhere around there.
Oh, so we're coming up on it.
Oh, we should have a party.
We should have a Nintendo party.
Love it.
That's when we'll present you with your
With
Game
my Game Boy that you'll buy me.
Only
Buy it as my
refurbished with
push
Pokemon.
present.
Yeah.
Yes. Nintendo actually themselves celebrates anniversaries of the Game Boy. They'll do special merchandise. So maybe we get that for the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to like do t-shirts or some shit. Like we can just
Oh my
get one.
God.
They do nostalgic marketing campaigns. So we might see something on TV. And sometimes even limited re-releases of the classics. So maybe we could get a game.
Ooh, I like that.
I know.
That would be
I
cool.
know. So in summary,
Okay.
it doesn't exist anymore, but it is still impacting the gaming community, which is wild.
Yes.
Like there are some diehards out there that just like won't let it die.
It was so innovative, you know, like to have a handheld gaming device
Yes,
was
agreed.
the coolest fucking thing ever.
In the car, I remember actually, did you guys have, I like bought a case. It was like a black
yes.
case that like
It would store your
housed
games.
and your
Yes.
Game Boy, and you carried around like a fucking loser with like a
Yes.
suitcase.
It was honestly like the
No,
most
I remember that.
disgusting
But
purse
like
of all time.
you were packing for your road trip.
You were
where your
packing for-
parents
yeah.
were packing up their luggage, and you were packing up your Game
games,
Boy.
yeah.
I know. And it was like, what am I going to bring? Am I going to
Yup.
want to play? Like I only have 3 slots.
You only have 3 slots because
So,
it was portable.
Zelda, Pokemon, and Mario. For
Yeah,
sure.
Mario.
Oh, that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we're looking at, it's got like a mesh side for your games, and then it's got a pocket for your Game Boy. And actually that's one of the see-through ones. So that must be what is it, a mini? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's exactly the pouch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel
You
like
couldn't
it was
bring all
like,
your games because the emphasis was on portable. Like
Correct.
that was the selling point of this thing
It's
is
like,
that you bring it with you and keep
what are
it
you
minimal.
packing?
What can you put in your back pocket and take it on the road?
Totally. Did we bring it around school?
No. That also there's a very different time with that too where we weren't allowed to like my mom put the kibosh on bringing shit anywhere. Like anytime
Yeah.
I wanted to bring anything anywhere that wasn't to serve her purpose of like keeping me in the backseat and quiet.
Honestly,
like if I
though-
wanted to bring something to school, she was like, no. Like nothing was allowed to be brought out of the house.
Someone was actually, I was watching obviously a TikTok, and it was some psychiatrist saying that they should not allow students to have phones in school, period.
I
Like,
agree with that
They
wholeheartedly.
should either be put in a locker and locked up by
Yes.
administration. Like the fact that they have everything in their hand, it's like allowing us to have brought cameras and like all the things that a phone does.
Yeah.
A computer,
Like,
a laptop.
what if I brought my digital camera to like the high school hallways?
Right.
I would have been fucking slapped across the face and
Yeah.
suspended.
Totally.
And also, it would have never crossed my mind. Like, you just don't bring crap like that to school. Cell phones were the biggest deal ever, but even in high school, it was so early for cell phones.
Yeah.
And the only reason I got one is because I went to a school where there weren't school buses. I went to a private school, so someone had to pick
you
me up.
had to
So it
get
was
picked up.
only functional.
Well, you could
and I
get-
had no one's phone number. I wasn't allowed to.
Well, your cousin actually, Julia, told me that, I think it was Julia, you can get them the smart watch that just dials out.
Yes.
That might be the right thing.
Yeah.
Well, this guy said that your kid should not have a smartphone until at least 16 or if not older, but they're getting them at 12.
Well, you know Chip and Joanna Gaines?
Yeah.
They're not letting their kids on social media till they're 18. And so like
Oh, wow.
gave them that deadline. And so now she was like, it was hard at first, but now that they know there's an end date, like, oh, when I'm 18, I can get it. So now that they're all getting to their teenage years, it's almost like they gave up because they're like,
But
I
is-
know it's going to happen.
But is this going to be like, I won't name the person, but where they're deprived of everything and then they become a crazy slut asshole?
Also could be a possibility. No, it could be a possibility.
Because you're so
people who are
caged up.
deprived, but I think that's different. Social medias and phones just makes you a little bit more connected to humans.
So they'll just
than-
be socially weird until, but in a good
I
way.
don't think socially weird. I think it's more so like it's more damaging than it is connecting at that age.
Totally.
You know, so I think that taking them out of that and just being a human who talks to
They're
their
just
friends.
they're gonna
They're
live
going to
more
be
in the
more
moment.
socially conscious.
Yes,
Yeah.
and socially capable.
Yeah,
think
rather
so.
than
True.
being buried in your phone
we gonna
and
try
social
that?
media.
I mean, there's no way they're going to make it that long, but we could try.
I would love it. Although you know that we've talked about this before, that whole Gen Z thing now where they're all going back to our flip phones.
Yes, I saw
Because
the
they're
flip
like,
phone.
I think they're realizing, because we don't realize anything till we're in too deep, which is true of anything. Like, it's
Yeah.
new and exciting, whatever.
Yeah.
And so now all these kids are like, this sucks to be chained to this, like, and it's obnoxious the way that they're doing it because it is self-righteous apparently, just like me.
So you should relate.
So I just relate, but I think it's kind of cool that they're recognizing in it that it's not that beneficial, and like who gives a shit? Because it annoys me when I get on my phone too much.
I'm on it all the time. So what the current version of that is ChatGPT. Is everything at our fingertips. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't like it. I also don't even know how to use ChatGPT.
You should get on board. It's pretty great.
I don't want to.
Honestly,
she's gonna hold out as long as possible.
it's like skinny jeans.
I will. Yeah. Exactly. Or
And
like,
you know what?
TikTok. I'm not going to get on
Eventually,
TikTok.
you're going to cave, but by then it'll be even better.
I can't do it. It's too easy.
Well, if you want to hold out, we'll see. My quizzes will continue to be generated by ChatGPT. Why don't you start your quiz?
Oh, perfect. Because mine are an original Kyle.
Great.
Okay, so Gen Z is the gaming generation. They freaking love to game.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm laying the groundwork a little bit. They game more than any other generation. Just also for ease. It's on your phone.
Actually, you said that in one of the other podcasts about their number one thing is gaming, video games over TV.
Over TV.
Only generation to say that.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the most popular gaming device for Gen Z gamers besides their phone, obviously, which is a whopping 95% of Gen Zers?
Xbox?
No.
PlayStation.
No.
PlayStation.
Hint, we already talked about it.
Nintendo DS? Switch?
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, right? Well, when we were talking about it, I almost brought it up, and I was like, no, I'll ask
you
her.
can't.
I'll ask her later.
You can't.
I'll ask her in a
Wait,
little bit.
that's great. So nothing's changed.
I mean, 95% of kids use their phone for gaming.
Of course.
Nintendo Switch is the second most popular
how much
option.
is a Nintendo Switch? Can you look that up, Brandon?
Yeah.
And then can you look up how much a Game Boy used to be?
Yep.
Sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. What percentage of Gen Zers say they've played a computer game in the past year?
90.
80. And then that's compared to millennials.
Wait, on the actual computer?
No, like played a game. Like just have gamed in any capacity in the past year. 50%.
Oh, I play a game every day on my phone.
I actually thought about you when I wrote that down because I was like, this is abnormal. But I think it's more a testament to the fact that widespread, you do it a lot of it because I think it's
my
anxiety.
ADHD. Yeah. For sure.
It's like I have to be doing
it's
something.
how I get focused.
Yes.
The Switch is $300 and Game Boys.
They were like 90.
Introductory price was $89.99.
Knew it. I'm telling you, I remember getting my Game Boy. $300 is asinine.
I mean, that's fucking offensive.
That's like, what else is $300 these days?
How did you remember it was $90?
I don't know. I
That's
just
impressive.
remember getting my Game
That's
Boy.
impressive.
And I remember thinking it wasn't quite 100. Yeah, I was like, Dad, it's not even $100.
It's not even $100.
An
We're not
original
even in
Game
triple
Boy,
digits.
if you still have it, can be worth up to $1,500.
Oh, it's actually less than I
Me
thought.
too.
You
I
were
thought you were
going
going
to
to say $50,000.
I thought he was
and
gonna
I
say
got excited. I was like, we're digging through everything. We're finding
we're gonna
old Game
find
Boys.
one. Okay, sorry, keep going.
No, it's okay. So next, the gaming lexicon among Gen Zers. I'm going to quiz you a little bit because it's similar
I'm
to
never going to get these, but this is fun.
GG.
Gotta
Gigabytes.
No, neither of you are right. Good game. A term used to show sportsmanship at the end of a competitive
This is
game.
like how they
Because
banter.
a lot of it's, you can
Just
connect
say
to
it.
other gamers, so easily now.
Yeah,
that,
true, like on the headset.
So
it's
like, hey, GG.
TY,
Yeah.
GG.
Or
Thank
just,
you. Good
or just
game.
say good game. Yeah.
You'll know this one, noob.
New to this game.
Yeah, new player. Fucking loser.
Yeah, that's
Get out of here, noob.
Rookie.
NPC.
not playing on the computer.
Non-player character.
Fuck, what is that?
So it's like originally used to describe characters in a game controlled by the computer. Now it's used to refer to people who don't think for themselves or follow the crowd.
So that means that. Oh.
So like if you're an NPC, you're
so
like
you.
Yeah.
You little rebel.
Yeah.
I
that's
thought
what
that
it is.
meant that like.
I just don't like being told what to do, and I find it really annoying.
That's my point.
I know. It's just like let me do my thing and leave me alone
But like
about
sometimes like everyone's doing the thing because it is the better thing.
it. It might not be though. How do you know who's the guy who decided? All I'm
Steve
saying
Jobs.
is there's doubts.
And kind of Steve Wozniak, but R.I.P. to his legacy. Carry
Okay,
on.
you want a couple more?
Yeah.
AFK.
All for no. Don't got it.
Okay. Away from keyboard.
Oh my God. That's like, remember
BRB.
when?
That's BRB.
No, not BRB. Remember there was a acronym you would use when your parent was reading over your shoulder. Do you remember that?
Yes, but I don't remember what it was.
It was like, don't say the bad thing right now.
Yes.
What is that acronym?
Yes. Oh, because you were in the fucking center of the house in the computer room.
Correct.
on the only
And your
fucking
dad was
computer,
reading
and your
over your
dad's,
shoulder,
like, looking like, hey,
panting,
what's going on?
Get off.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep
Oh,
going.
I wish we could remember that.
We'll have to Google it.
Sweaty or sweat?
been playing a long time, so you got really sweaty?
No, players who are like trying really hard.
Oh my God. Honestly,
Yo,
though,
you sweating. Like,
honestly, that makes sense.
and then the last one is, it's a synonym to this, is a try hard.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
A try hard is like a word we would use though.
Yeah.
Sweaty is like,
But sweaty is funny.
It's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
Because you're
That's
playing a
actually
game
fun.
where you're not sweating actively.
We
That's
should
why
start,
I think it's silly.
We should start mixing that.
Well, if you're
into our
trying really hard,
conversation.
you might be sweating.
You might be.
So it's kind of
I mean,
makes
I
sense.
remember playing certain games when I pushed my thumbs down so hard that like my
Thumbs would hurt.
Yeah.
Well, you would get like a cramp.
Yeah. And then, but the thumb pad, I remember, would be like red because I'm pushing so
when-
hard.
It's almost like when you lean your body to like make Mario
Yes,
go farther.
I would do my arms.
You would do like,
I was a big arm player.
or you would push harder.
Yes.
Like his jump, you felt like would go further.
Yes.
If you just
If you
pushed the button
moved
harder.
with him.
But it was all about timing.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with force.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, I understand that deeply.
Yeah.
So what's your takeaway on Game Boy?
I mean, I think the Game Boy was awesome.
Do you want to switch?
I don't want to switch. I also kind of sucked at games. I mean, when the pandemic hit, we had an old Super Nintendo, and me and my brother played Donkey Kong like the whole way through.
love Donkey
and
Kong.
My siblings would always make fun of me because I was the worst one, like to pass levels. Like you would never be like, "Oh, Kyle can pass this one." I was never that. Person.
You always had to give it away
I
to
always had to
someone
give it
else.
away. I was
Yeah.
always a giver away because I'm just not that skilled.
Did
at
you
it.
play Crash Bandicoot? That was my favorite.
No,
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, but Crash Bandicoot was up there.
I love Mario Kart.
no. Super Nintendo. We only played, what was it? Just the regular Mario. Mario Party was N64 though.
Oh, maybe
think
I
that
was
was
thinking
Super
about
Nintendo.
Crash Bandicoot was
Yeah, the gray one with the boxier
with the
games.
cartridge that you like
Yeah. Yep.
would
I
blow
actually
into.
did that at work the other day and it worked. And I was like, fuck, this trick
on
is
something
still
for
working.
what?
On my like headset to
Oh my god,
plug
that's
in the
so
controller.
funny. Well, that's like when you call IT and they're like, "Have you restarted?" It's like,
Yes,
oh yeah,
bro,
I'll just blow on my cartridge. I'll be right back.
Yes, seriously. Also, every IT person, you've told me that 5 million times. Yes, I already fucking restarted.
Yeah, of course.
I know
but you
the
know
rules.
what? Some days when I'm so frustrated and I call and I'm like, shit.
Or
I
just
didn't
lie and be like, I
restart.
did.
No, but then you do it and it's fine.
And it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So embarrassing. Any final thoughts on Game Boy?
No, I loved it. It was such a piece to
No,
our,
I loved it.
such a piece to our travel. I remember just sitting in the backseat of
Yes.
the car. I always sat behind my dad. I just remember it's so vivid of just sitting there and playing Tetris
Yeah,
for
for hours.
I never played Tetris on Game Boy.
That's like all we did that, Ninja Turtles, Paperboy maybe. But that was like it.
No,
Mortal
it was
Kombat.
great. The handheld innovation, I was happy to be a part of it.
I feel happy to be part of
You
it.
know?
Honestly, I feel like it paved the way.
It really did.
You're welcome, Gen Z.
So thank you, Game Boy.
I took credit. You credited Game Boy, and actually, that like famous engineer is really the person that Nintendo.
He's an American hero for sure.
Okay, great. With that, I won't ask you what the email is because now I know it's at the end. So I don't care if you tell us. But in the meantime, we are the, what am I going to say?
Musty.
Fuck.
We are the mustiest, dustiest, crustiest. Oh, I really rolled it that time.
That was good.
Crustiest millennials you ever did see. Bye.
Musty Millennials is executive produced by Gina Mim, Kyle Romano, and Brandon Mim. A big thank you to the very talented Chad Hudson for all graphics and artwork. Music provided by Melody Ayers Griffith. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow Musty Millennials on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts. Plus, check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Musty Millennials. We're the mustiest, dustiest, crustiest millennials you ever did see.